Hey guys, welcome to LoveCast, the Boys Love podcast, where we talk about everything related to boys love. I'm your host, Pixie, and with me are my co-hosts, Alexa and Kayla.
Hi.
Hello. Today we have a returning guest. After almost 20 episodes, Perth is back to the podcast. Welcome.
Yay.
Hey guys. Hey, I'm back.
Did you like the tweet I did?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? When I saw the tweet, I was trying to find like a good way to like respond to it, because you said like, guess who's back again, blah 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 blah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the next bit in that song goes, guess who's back, guess who's back. But I can't say guess who's back again because like you already said it.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway. Sorry. Yeah, this is all going to get cut out. Like, it's just so stupid. Okay, sorry. Let's just get on. Sorry. Yes, I did like
For the
it.
sake
I
of
like it.
the laughs.
Yeah. After, like, when I was writing it, I just thought that I have to do this joke. But then I thought that, like, am I old? Are people going to get this?
It's okay. That lines up, like, right for me. I guess that makes me kind of old, too.
Old soul.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, you know, I watched your commentary on the RamKing scenes.
Ah. Uh-huh.
That was really good. It
I'm
was
glad you
really
guys liked it.
interesting.
Yeah. It's funny, like, after shooting that, there were so many things that I wanted to say, but my battery kept running out. And then by the time it took for me to charge the battery and start shooting again, I forgot a bunch of stuff. But it was just like the names of the dogs and stuff. It wasn't really important things, but some of them had funny names.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah, it
you
was
can
kind
share
of...
them now.
Oh, okay. Well, for anyone who hasn't seen RamKing Retrospective Part 1, so in the video I said the first dog's name is Charcoal. It's a black dog. And then the next dog is a brown dog, and his name is Tin Yai. So Tin is kind of impolite word for feet in Thai, and Yai means
wow.
big. So his name is Bigfoot because he had really, really big paws.
Aww.
Yeah, I wish I put in the video. It's like actually like a good fact, but anyway.
Yeah.
So by the way, so part 2, Talei's going to come and film it with me. The only thing is I don't know how far we're going to get, like, because we're going to talk a lot. So obviously we're not going to shoot it all the way until the end of the series, but probably we finished off the episode 5, so we might go to like episode 9 or something like that.
Nice.
That sounds cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm just dreading writing the
It'll be
subtitles though.
Oh, yeah. I did the subtitles for one of our episodes, and yeah, that was a week's project.
Oh, what did you translate into what language?
Oh, well, I didn't translate anything. I thought that one of the guests' microphone was a little bit iffy, so to make
I
it
see.
sound like people didn't have issues hearing it. And I know a lot of international fans who don't know English well were watching too, so I thought that it would be better for people if they had some English subtitles to go by. But it's still like a lot of work to put in, and it's all like 1 hour long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. But you know what I found helps if you use like voice dictation. So instead of typing, you just say it. It makes it a lot faster, especially for me because obviously I can read and write. Well, it's not obvious, but I can read and write Thai. But I'm really slow at typing it because I don't know where the letters are. I have a general idea of where the letters are, but it takes me ages to find them. So I switched to voice dictation and it really cut down the
That's
time.
smart. I haven't thought about that. Wow, you're smart. So we asked on Twitter, obviously, after questions for the fans. And like last time we did it as well when you were coming on. And every time your fans are like the best at asking questions.
Oh, okay.
they-
That's awesome.
So many questions, so many different questions, and they're just on it right away. Like it's it hasn't happened with any other guests.
I don't want to be that guy that's like, I got the best fans in the world. But like, I don't know. So I'm not going to say that, but they're really cool fans. Like they just
they
get
are.
stuff and they're all really nice. And yeah, they're really, really awesome fans. So you're going to hear me with some questions.
Yeah. So one of the questions was, in general, what's your favorite food these days? And you're not allowed to say Magnum.
Is that because we're not giving free shout outs on the podcast?
because we all know already how
it's
much
okay. I don't consider Magnum a food. So,
That's true.
what food am I into these days? See, I don't want to like give brands shout outs, but because I left the house like twice all of May, and this month, well, it's just the beginning of June, but I've left only once or twice. So I've been ordering a lot of like delivery.
Yeah.
So I order like for me, my brother, sometimes my mum. So we've been going pretty hard on Burger King recently. They have like this Kit Kat milkshake. It's really good.
What?
Yeah, it's just a milkshake, but there's crushed Kit Kats in it, and
Wow.
that's enough to make me think it's different from all the other milkshakes.
I feel like fast food chains in other countries always have the coolest menus because, like in America,
Especially
Burger King is like. Burger King's like the bottom of the fast food chain. Like no one likes
There too.
Exactly. But in other
There
places, you guys
too.
get like Kit Kat milkshakes and stuff, and I'm like, what do we get?
Yeah.
But you guys have like you're like the king of like variety in America, and also your portion sizes like for the cost is like amazing.
Yeah.
Like when I watch like NBA basketball, shout out to Philadelphia 76ers, they just won this morning. But like they have all these advertisements like for fast food, obviously, and it's like $4.99, and it's like a mountain of food, and I can't believe it because actually in Thailand, if we're gonna start like ranking in terms of like quality, like at the bottom you've kind of got like Macca's. Like Macca's is bad here, is really bad. Like
wow,
it's just like really bad but cheap, right? Then you go up a step, then you got like KFC, and then like Burger King is like kind of pricey here. If you translate into dollars, it's not that pricey, but in terms of like Thai baht, it's quite pricey. And then like we just got Taco Bell here recently, like last year was the first few Taco Bell chains, and that's expensive. It tastes amazing, but it's pretty expensive. Also, just like on a side note, it's crazy in America some of the names of the arenas you guys have over there. Like because I know they're sponsored by, you know, various companies and stuff, but like I don't know what it's called, like the stadium for the New Orleans Pelicans is called like Smoothie King Arena or something like that. And I was like, oh. You know how in England, like they have all their like soccer fields and stuff, and they have like kind of like old traditional names. And I just like, it's just funny. Like in America, you're just like, I'm just going to go down to like Smoothie King Arena, watch the game. It's like, oh, like it's such a weird thing. But I understand so they're like sponsoring it. So yeah. Sorry to like Babylon.
Now I feel like I live in a really boring country. Like we have nothing, but Norwegians don't really like new things. So whenever like a fast food chain that isn't like McDonald's or Burger King tries to get a grip in Norway, they fail. So we basically just have Burger King and McDonald's is the one that does the best. And we have no variety of anything in stores. It's like I got like largest culture shock when I went to America and saw everything in the stores because we have nothing.
So like if you go into McDonald's in Norway, is it literally just cheeseburgers? Like you guys only have the one burger.
It's not far off. No, like the menu is so boring. Like the most exciting thing on the menu is the chicken salsa.
Chicken
salsa. Yeah.
We don't have that on our menu.
Yeah, we don't have that in Australia or in Thailand either, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's like sort of a little bit hidden on the menu, so you need to know that you want it because you can't find it on the menu usually.
That's hilarious.
So my boyfriend loves them, so he always gets them.
Nice. Okay, so wait, back to the question. So yeah, I've been eating a lot of Burger King, but up until semi-recently, I was going really hard on mangoes because the traditional like mango they sell in Thailand is like a long yellow one, but I'm not really a fan of that one. There's like another one. It's like more round, circular, and it's orange. Yeah, that one is the one I like. And my mum like grows them, so we got like heaps, like 30 of them. And so I ate 2 mangoes every day for like 3 weeks.
Wow.
One after breakfast and one after dinner every day for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are out of season now, so I can't eat them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have food like that. Well, we have mangoes, but they're like imported, and it's not as good. The best food, best fruit we have is strawberries because you can grow them here in Norway. So
nice.
Norwegian strawberries are really good.
Strawberries are the best fruit, period.
Strawberries are pretty expensive in Thailand.
Really?
It's a valid opinion.
We usually eat them with like cream and sugar.
Yes, that's how I used to eat them growing up.
It's really good. Do you have like a favorite fusion food?
Can you just like clarify what fusion food is for me? Like, I understand from the word fusion and food, but like, is that like a sushi burrito? Is that what fusion food is?
Yeah, that's a fusion.
When I found a sushi burrito for the first time, I was like, "What the?" Sorry, I was about to say. No, I mean, I don't want to. Like, I wasn't going to say like WTF. I was going to say like, "What the hell?" But anyway, when I saw a sushi burrito, I was like, "What? Why does this even exist?" Like, anyway, my favorite fusion food. I don't eat fusion food, to be honest. I think I just like stick with traditional food.
The person asked if there's any Thai Australian fusion foods, and I don't even know if that's a thing that would exist.
Okay, I don't know
or
if this
is there
is
any
like
concoctions your family has created.
Well, the thing is, Australian cuisine, I feel like, doesn't exactly exist. Like, it's not as
I was gonna ask.
easy to understand as, like, for example, French or Italian or Spanish. Like, those you can, like, clearly define what they are and what kind of dishes they are. But Australia is, like, it's only been a country for a little over 100 years. And, like, most of the food comes from England and America and places like that. Like, I'm not saying, like, we don't have foods that might be, but like, you can't say like Vegemite on toast is like Australian cuisine.
Oh,
I mean,
God, that's so disgusting.
But it's not. No. Okay, I just want to clarify that a lot of people that eat Vegemite, like, they don't know how to apply it to the bread properly. You only need a little bit. Like, you don't need much. Like, you can't put it on like peanut butter or anything like that. And you need to have, you know what? I was actually gonna make a video on like a Perth's kitchen video explaining how to do like Vegemite on toast. I never got around to it, but maybe it'll be fun just to make a 4-minute video of like how to
properly eat Vegemite.
Yeah, I think Vegemite has like a really bad reputation online.
Yeah, it does. Oh, but when I was in Australia, I used to work at a restaurant cafe, and it was like Italian cuisine, and they had like pizzas and stuff, like wood-fired pizzas, and then they had some toppings would like be like seasonal, and they actually did do a green chicken curry pizza.
Ooh.
And it would taste good. Like, it was pretty good. So I guess if there was any kind of Thai Australian fusion that I ever had, it was probably that. And it was alright. It's kind of cool.
Chicken curry pizza. That sounds actually really good. I would eat it.
Yeah.
I have a question about Australian food. Do you eat kangaroos?
If you're asking, are kangaroos edible? Yes. Like, for example, like the indigenous Australians, like they would hunt kangaroos and eat them regularly, out in the bush and stuff. No one I know eats kangaroos like as part of their diet or anything like that.
Yeah.
You can buy it. Like, if you go to a particular butcher, you can definitely find kangaroo meat if you go to the right place. Or otherwise, you can buy it like for your dog to eat. Like, they eat like you can get them like dried kangaroo tails and things like that. But just on a side note, like, in some areas in Australia, like, kangaroos need to be culled, so they need to be like, you need to go out and hunt them to like bring the population size
I've heard
down.
that.
Otherwise, they go crazy. So yeah. So no, we don't eat them regularly, but they are edible, and some people eat them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Was that your question, or was that like a fan question?
No, that was me. That was for me.
Okay.
Because I watch a YouTuber who's in Japan, but he's originally Australian, and he mentioned that kangaroos need culling. So I was curious.
The guy that's building that bought an abandoned house and is like refurbishing it? Is that
no?
That guy's channel?
But I've heard about that guy too.
That guy's channel is really good. Shout out to I think his name is Llama something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. There's so many good like Japanese channels, foreign Japanese channels, kind of people, foreigners going to Japan and doing stuff. There's a lot of fun stuff out there. Next question.
Sorry, just by the way, just like in case there's any misconceptions, like kangaroos, like if you just go on a trip like to wherever, like Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, or whatever, you won't see a kangaroo like just walking around in the city. Like you need to go out like into the bush or like a little bit outside the city to like where there's like bushlands to see a kangaroo. Yeah.
Right.
So like I don't know, some people, I mean, like, which is fine. Like I'm not saying like, oh, you're dumb or whatever, obviously. Because obviously everyone knows like koalas and kangaroos are like the like kind of the symbolic animals of Australia, but you won't see them in the city. They're not there. It's just like
no. But when I went to America, I got the question if we had like polar bears walking around outside our windows. So, but like if you haven't been to the country, then like obviously you're not gonna know. So.
I've seen videos of like Canadians where like bears will just like walk into their yards and stuff, and like the dog will be barking at it. Have you guys seen those? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
I just saw this. People, those can eat you.
I just saw this one video. I think I saw it on like TikTok or something, and a bear was climbing over this lady's wall, and like her dogs were going towards it. So she went and she pushed the bear off the wall.
I saw that like last week.
Oh my god,
that's so funny.
I saw the article, and she like said in the article like, "Don't do what I did." That could have gone so wrong.
This is why I live in the city, because we don't get bears in our yards.
Yeah, we get deers. Like we have a lot of deer getting in, but that's about it. The only thing bad with that, like my last place that I lived, when I was driving home one day, a deer just jumped in front of my car.
Oh yeah, I've hit a deer before.
Yeah, so it like totally busted my headlight. And then just ran off. so I had to call, like I had like fur and blood in the headlight of the car, and I had to call like the wildlife Norwegian phone and get them to like find the thing, because it was probably hurt really bad.
I had like the same exact experience, but it was like I had my license for like 2 months, and I was driving home from my house, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was on this like desolate road, and I hit this poor deer, and I was in this like rinky-dink, like, you know, your first car is always like a little rinky-dink crappy car, and I went home, and I was like so afraid that my parents were gonna be so pissed at me for like hitting a deer with their car, but it was fine. But I was so scared after that. I did not want to drive for like months after that.
Yeah, I was getting so teased because of it, and I'm just like, because they were saying like, oh, how did you manage to hit a deer? And I'm just like, I didn't hit the deer hit me. It literally jumped out of some bushes and right in front of my car. I couldn't control it.
Actually, literally the exact same thing happens in Australia, except with kangaroos. Like, if you drive outside of the city, you will see signs, and it just has like a silhouette of a kangaroo on the sign, and that means like there's kangaroos around here. And so, hitting kangaroos is not uncommon, and a lot of people get these things called bull bars put on the front of their car.
Oh yeah,
so it's just like extra protection for, I guess them. I guess it's actually protection for people in the car. So because like these kangaroos can weigh up to like 80 kilos. So like if you hit them like really fast, like you could, and you don't have your seatbelt on, like you can
it's dangerous. Yeah. So one of the questions is, as an actor with a big following in the BL world, how much has your life changed from time you debuted until now?
Like this is not me being humble or anything, and this is not me being ungrateful. Obviously, it's hard to kind of gauge your following. Like, obviously, you can look on your Instagram and pull up numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have, like, that big of a following. Maybe it's bigger than I think. That being said, my life has changed a lot because in what ways? I mean, like, apart from more interaction, like, on your posts on social media, obviously, like, I have, like, a fan club now and, like, fans and stuff. And like for me personally, like actually I was quite, I don't know what's the best word to explain that. I was quite wary at the beginning because I had heard a bunch of like scary stories about you need to be careful about fans like doing this and that, and like when you go outside and they like people like going to say negative comments and you just got to ignore them. I mean, that was like, and that's like real life, like obviously.
Yeah.
But my experience has been so different from that, like because I mean, I haven't had any dramas or scandals or even negative people. Like if I post a video on YouTube or I post anything on any of my social media accounts, like I will go through and read all the comments. I mean, as much as I can, especially like straight after I've posted it.
Yeah.
I don't see anything negative. Like even if there is anything negative, like it's like 1 in like 1,000 or something like that. So
yeah,
this doesn't answer your question. Your question was how has my life changed? But like, okay, so I mean, like having fans has like kind of made my life more fun, especially like when I do streams on YouTube and stuff. Like having a community to like talk with and like having your own kind of like in jokes and like things you talk about all the time. It's just really, really fun. So it's just kind of made life more fun. It hasn't really affected me in terms of privacy that much. But I guess since My Engineer was on, it was like Corona straight away. So everyone wears masks in Thailand.
Yeah.
So very occasionally, if I'm out and about, like someone might be like, "Oh, are you Perth?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." And then they'll say, "Can I have a picture?" And I say, "Oh, of course." Like everyone's really polite. I haven't really had many bad experiences. So yeah. I answered the question, right?
Yeah. That was
okay,
perfect.
Nice. Okay. Because actually, like when we're doing press for whatever, like promoting new TV shows and stuff like that, it's not a pet peeve. I kind of get annoyed when people don't answer questions. Like, you know what I mean? Like you get asked a question, people say stuff, and then when you really think about what they said, they didn't actually answer the question. Sorry, that's not specific to me and my life, just in general in media and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I hate it when people like do like this roundabout answer that doesn't answer anything.
Yeah, that's like the PR answer.
Yeah,
exactly.
What's the scariest dream you've ever had?
Oh, I don't remember my dreams very often. But sometimes I can't remember what they are. I remembered what they were when I woke up from them, but now I don't remember. But I have had some scary dreams where like I will wake up and my heart is literally just like beating like out of my chest because it was so scary. Yeah, those scared me a lot, but I haven't had those very often.
I only remember like one dream, and it haunts me like to this day, and it was that all my teeth were falling out. Like there was a string.
I've had those.
There was a string like attached, and my teeth were just like, that was horrible.
No, I've had those before where like I've had that like probably like this year where I was like brushing my teeth and then like a tooth falls out and I'm like, and it's kind of scary, but you're like, oh, no big deal. And then they keep coming out. You're like, oh no, this is bad. And then you wake up and then you Google like, what does teeth falling out in dream mean? And it's really bad. I can't remember what it is, but it's not good.
Yeah. Anything that does like with teeth, I just, I don't like stuff like that. What was the inspiration behind your fandom name, Pandalions?
Oh, okay. Now this is a good one. This is hilarious. No, it's not that funny. I don't want to build up too much expectation. So what happened was, so when we started doing My Engineer, they were like, "We want you to come up with a hashtag like for yourself."
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I could never think of one. So literally like a year and a half went by. I didn't have one because I wanted it to kind of pop up organically if possible. I didn't want to like think about it. Because it's so hard to think of one that you actually like. I remember when Lay came up with like Lay Bok My Wan, which is like I asked for like not sweet. Because it came up because sorry, you asked me mine, I'm telling you to Lay's, but anyway.
Go for it.
This is a true story. He went to like a cafe and he asked for a coffee and he said like not sweet please, like not sweet at all. And it came back super duper sweet. And then he just wrote the hashtag and then it just stuck. And I was like, oh man, I wish my hashtag could just like pop up so like organically like that. And anyway, it never happened. Then when I was in Kim Porsche, the people who make that, they're like, we want everyone to come up with your fandom name. So I left it really, really late. And So it's the night before. I need to tell them the next day. The next day, I also have shooting for White Destiny, and the meetup time is like really early in the morning. So I needed to try and make sure I got enough sleep. And anyway, I was up until about 3 in the morning trying to think of a name. Like I knew I wanted to do something with like dandelions, and it was just originally I was just going to make it dandelions, but like it didn't clash with any other hashtags. But like if you do hashtag dandelions, like it just comes up with the flower. So it's kind of like, I didn't really want to put my name in it, like Perth's something. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then I was also trying to find a word that sounded good in English, in Thai, and also in Japanese, because like I have like a lot of my fan base is like in Japan. So I couldn't think of anything. And then I was still at shooting the next day, really stressed because I couldn't think of it, because the Kim Porsche people wanted to announce it like all together. Everyone's like all together. So I was like stressing about it, and then I just like literally mixed my name with Dandelion Perth, and it became Dandelion. It has meaning though. And I, like this feels embarrassing explaining it like with my voice. It's written on my Instagram post, but I'll say it anyway. So one thing that if there was something that I wanted to achieve with like by being in the entertainment industry, apart from being in good TV shows and good movies, is like I just wanted to like spread positivity to like all my fans and like like positivity and warmth. So I always loved the imagery of the sun. Like, you guys know my email. Like, don't have to say it, but like it has sun in it. Yeah. So, and I made that when I was like 11. So I always liked the sun. So like when the dandelion is a flower, like the yellow flower kind of looks like a sun. Then like it turns into seeds and all the seeds blow away. So I kind of wanted to use that imagery as like, if I'm like mummy dandelion, and then like the seeds blow away and then they like sprout new dandelions. So that's like me like spreading like positivity.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. All right, let's move on because I'm embarrassed now.
No, that's so cute. Like, what symbol or emoji do you think like represents dandelions best? Like, if you don't pick a dandelion,
I would say the sun, like the like dandelion flower, sun. So this is kind of funny. So, do you guys have Mr. Donut?
No.
Okay, I guess it's just in Asia. It's like a donut chain. They have it in like Thailand, Japan, all these other places. So, dandelion in Japanese is like panderayon. And then there is a mascot for Mr. Donut.
Of course,
it's a lion, but its mane is kind of like circular. It kind of looks like a big pearl necklace kind of shape, if you can imagine that. Like 8 big circles, and it's like a donut. So it kind of like dips in and dips out. And there's actually a donut in that shape. And his name is Ponderayon. So my name is Pandelion. His name is Ponderayon. So some of the Japanese fans, they like kind of use that donut as well, which is like kind of funny. Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, that's exactly what it's from.
That's so funny. Of course, like a Japanese brand has like this mascot to it. That's
of course. But actually, at the moment, I'm just trying to design like. Well, at the moment, it's just T-shirts, but it's supposed to be like an apparel brand. And the brand is called Pandelion. So like when I use the hashtag for like my work and stuff, it's Pandelions with an S, because obviously the fans, it needs to be like plural. And then the like apparel line I'm trying to make is called Pandelion, but it's not like just for my fans. It's supposed to be for anyone. But obviously if you're a fan, then you know like where the meaning comes from. Yeah. And I'm trying to like use those symbols and imagery to like design the shirt. So it's kind of been hard to incorporate dandelion designs and suns and stuff into the shirt, but it's kind of coming along.
It fits your aesthetic really well. Like you have this internet personality that's very like cute.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism or something, but like especially when I talk in Thai and in Japanese, I just become this like cute persona of myself. Like, everyone says to me, when you speak English, you sound cool. And then when you speak Thai and Japanese, you sound really cute. I don't know why that is, but I think it also comes from me being afraid to say anything rude. Like, I don't want to offend anyone. Like, I have a fairly okay understanding of the languages, but just like sometimes you like something might slip or you might like be a bit careless. So I think to counter that, I just try and be super polite, and it makes me sound cute for some reason. Yeah.
No, it's awesome. I think that's like one of the things that really draws people to you, because there's no drama. It's just fluffy and cute and just wholesome.
Yeah. Like to be honest, if someone asked me like what kind of theme or like what kind of like feeling you wanted to express, like that's like kind of what I'm going for, but not like consciously I'm trying to be like that. But it's just kind of funny sometimes, like as a guy, I don't know if it's like just because of like society's expectations or like the pressures they put on us, but like as a guy you kind of want to be like handsome and cool. So like it's like I've come to like grow and accept the cuteness of everything, but sometimes like you just want to be like cool and handsome. So like
Yeah, I remember from when I was younger, like if you called a guy cute, like he would get so offended. So it's nice to like meet people that don't see it as a negative thing. Like you have to be like this big butch masculine guy. People are different and it's fine.
Yeah.
Questions. We have more. If someone created a holiday in your honor, what would people have to do that day?
Probably eat chocolate and pat a dog.
Yeah.
No, if you're allergic, you get a free pass. But I don't know. I don't want to make people eat chocolate if they don't like it. But like, we could just do like pat a dog day, that would be nice.
Pat a dog day.
Okay. Pat a dog.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do you make yourself sleep when you can't seem to go to sleep?
I don't have that issue. Like, I just close my eyes and listen to a podcast, and like after a few minutes, I'm asleep.
Oh.
Yeah, and like I fall asleep in moving vehicles really easily. I don't know if it's like the rhythm of it or something, but I just fall asleep on buses and trains and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
The only times I can't fall asleep is if I have a nap like during the day. Like if I have a nap from like 3 to 6 or something, and then obviously it will take longer to get to sleep. But if I try really hard, and by try hard I mean like relax a lot, I just fall asleep. So I have to wake up early for work the next day, and I can't get to sleep, and I start freaking out, and then I will fall asleep, but I don't get as much as I plan to. Because like
that was me last night.
For example, if you have to wake up at 4 but you usually wake up at 7, then like you need to like go to sleep at like 8 or 9 p.m.
Yeah.
But it's like I can't adjust to like the new bedtime. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. For me, I've always had like difficulties sleeping. When I gave birth to my children, it was very easy to go to sleep because you have like this hormone in you that just makes you fall asleep right away. But when that goes over, it's back to not sleeping. So I use a fan. And when I don't have a fan because it's too cold, I use an app on my phone that makes the sound of a fan. Because
Wait,
that sound,
the fan is
like the sound that the fan makes, like the whooshing sound. Like you can find videos on YouTube of it, like 10 hours with fan noise or something, and it really helps. Like because it's a constant sound, it's sort of it's good.
Yeah, I can't sleep in silence, so I do the same thing. And like when I was growing up, I used to just like listen to music all night, but then I went to college and I had roommates, and I was like, I don't want to be an asshole to my roommates and play music all night long. So like I got used to using the fan as like a form. Like I can't sleep in silence anymore. Like there has to be some type of like background noise that is like, I also have like ringing in my ears, like tinnitus, so like I need noise to like power over that so I can sleep at night.
Yeah, my boyfriend snores, so I need to kind of drown that out too.
Yeah, I can't sleep without sound anymore either. I need like something on. But I like to listen to people talking, so podcast is good. But sometimes I just put like Harry Potter on. Like I have all the Harry Potter movies on my phone, so I just pick one and just put it on, like not with the screen on, obviously, just like the sound on.
The sound.
And then have a sleep timer and fall asleep to that.
Yeah. I have this habit of like before I fall asleep, like thinking about stories, like almost like writing a story in your head before you go to sleep, because I can force myself to dream about that. And it doesn't always work, but I can control my dreams through like the story I think of ahead. And it's really weird, but it's sort of fun when it works.
I kind of do the same thing too, but I think it's more like maladaptive daydreaming. And it doesn't always make it into my dreams.
Yeah,
but it's
right.
like similar.
Mm-hmm. Of the two recent characters you played, which one do you most identify with?
That's so easy. It's the character T from My Destiny. Like, he's just a really happy, supportive, nice guy. No, but that makes me sound like I'm saying, oh, I think I'm such a happy and supportive, nice guy. But like,
yeah, but you are.
I know, but I am.
Can I say
it?
No, but the thing is with Ram, you know what? It's like, it's really interesting because when I did that RamKing video, like there were a lot of comments, and obviously like I'm really grateful, but a lot of people say like I'm unrecognizable as like when they see me as opposed to character, like, oh my gosh, you're such a great actor. But I personally feel like playing something different from yourself is easier than playing yourself. Do you know what I mean? So like, like, especially because I'm not talking. So like, I'm not talking and I'm not smiling, and I'm always talking and smiling. So like, on the very like basic levels of my personality, it's going to be like really different. Like, obviously, I'm happy for, I like compliments, but like, it's sometimes just playing something like polar opposite doesn't always mean like you're a good actor. But anyway, your question was which one do I relate to the most? Probably T from My Destiny, which you guys will be able to watch next. As in, today it's Saturday. I don't know. I guess people like to count the week from Sunday or Monday. So not next week, but the week after. You guys can see the first episode.
22nd?
Yes, the 22nd.
It's the day this podcast will air, so that's convenient time.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
There will be 2 eps of that, and then the final episode of My Destiny, which is like everyone all together. That will be on my birthday.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Was it planned that they were gonna like put you guys last? Because there's been a lot of comments about that. Everyone is waiting for you guys, and you're not showing up.
We actually received a schedule of which episodes were going to be aired in which order, and the way they're being aired now is not the same as what we were told. So I don't think it was always planned that way. I think it's just. But obviously, like there are some continuity things. Like for example, after Sunday, like Sana Nua, Sanat, every episode after that, they're obviously a couple, so they would have to be earlier on. I think Friday is quite self-contained. Like there are other characters popping in and out, but you don't get any like hints into the other characters' relationship. So Friday could probably slot in literally anywhere. I feel like.
Yeah.
And they just decided to go with last.
You've been watching Why Destiny, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I want to support the dudes, and also like I'm literally I'm in it. So well, not the episodes that have been on so far, but I'm interested into like everyone's story and acting, because we spend so much time together. Like we did workshops 2 days a week, at least like 3 hours per workshop for at least like close to 3 months, probably like 2.5 months. So all the guys are really close, and like this is actually like I mean this 100%. Like all the guys are really nice. Like and like we're actually friends. Like it's hard to explain. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a not very social person. But like if I hang out with someone and they start calling me their bro, I'm like, dude, I'm not your bro. Like, you know what I mean? But like, if I actually calling someone my bro, like, I actually feel like this is like my friend, and I actually want to see you in my spare time. So, and like, I would be happy to spend time with like any of those guys anytime. So, yeah,
that's nice.
So yeah. So and like, obviously, and also like, we all like to live tweet while we're watching it. just to like promote it and stuff. So yeah, if you're not live tweeting, then it's like obvious you're not watching it.
You're watching, yeah. Yeah, we've been like the episode airs just as I am in the middle of making dinner, so I usually like yeah, but dinner doesn't take an hour. So I kind of get to catch like half of it before like the kids go crazy. So I've been trying to keep up with every episode, but I haven't been able to. It's a little bit sad that we only get 2 hours room to watch it, but yeah.
No comment.
What did you think about the stories?
I feel like from Tuesday, like, and every story that comes after that, each one keeps getting better for me personally. Every time I watch, it's probably since, I don't know, it's probably better I don't name them, but like I also like how each one is like different in terms of genre as well.
Yeah.
So each time I watch a new episode, like they keep ending faster and faster, like time keeps going. I don't know, maybe I'm enjoying them more, the story is getting better. But I remember, especially Thursday, I thought Thursday was really good, and I feel like that's not getting the attention it deserves because I don't know why. Maybe just because like it's totally new actors or something like that. I don't know if that has like anything to do with it, but I thought the acting was really good in that. The story was really good, like the editing and like the atmosphere in the Thursday story was really awesome.
The pacing was really good, so it stood out a little bit.
And Wednesday was Wednesday. It was, I mean, yeah, it was like, I was like watching it. I was like, oh, dude, like, because it just they would have like a sexy scene and then like some type of pass, and then it would be like, oh, they're at it again. That's like, but that's like the characters that they play. Like they're both like playboys. So yeah. And one thing that I have to bring up is the costume, the wardrobe for White Destiny is just like really, really, really good.
Yeah,
like everyone's outfit and all the colored themes and stuff. I think the director likes to separate people by colors because I didn't actually watch You Never Eat Alone, but I've seen like clips and stuff from it, and everyone seems to have their own color in that as well. Yeah,
it's really like centered on color, everything. It's eye-catching. You kind of see that they've put a lot of thought into the colors that everyone is wearing and stuff. Like I've seen like YYY and You Never Really Eat Alone, and you can see that it's like the same guy, right? You kind of get a little bit nostalgia feeling. Obviously, You Never Eat Alone and White Destiny isn't as crazy as YYY, but it's still got the same elements in it. So like I think White Destiny is good as long as you don't think about it too seriously. If you take the story really seriously, it's gonna just have fun with it. I mean,
because it's 2 episodes per couple, right?
Right.
So at first, I was kind of worried like that it wouldn't be enough time to like flesh out a good story, but then I thought about it more, and I was like, well, movies are literally like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
this is like 2 hours. So, but I think managing like people who are used to doing like full series across 14 episodes and trying to condense smaller stories is quite a challenge to tell something with a good story and with good pacing.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with you. Just some aspects of it, just don't think about it too much.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stories that you can't do a movie of because it just needs the time that a TV series can give it to fold. So yeah, but I especially enjoyed Nat and Max's episodes.
That was cute.
That was really cute. And I know some people were commenting that they thought it was weird, and I'm just like, embrace the weirdness. Just embrace it.
Just like don't think about it. Like just like watch the cute scenes and feel happy about it.
Yeah, right? No, that was great. Let's see. Can we dream of a musical project one day?
I mean, I post song covers on YouTube now. I only have one out, but I'm working on another one at the moment. It's close to done, but because I'm doing these like vlogs with Tele and Yoon, I'm going to post those first, and then the song cover, I'm just going to hold on to it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm just going to hold on to it until like 1 week I don't have a video to post.
Can you spell which song you're covering?
Oh, it's a Japanese song. I sing it on stream all the time. It's called Momen no Hankachifu, which means like cotton handkerchief. It's actually a really sad song, but like it was like an 80s pop song.
Okay.
But the version I'm singing is like a more modern version. It's not my version. I didn't make it or anything, but it's like slowed down. And it's a song about a guy and a girl who used to live in the countryside. Like they're young, and the guy goes to the city and the girl stays in the countryside, and they're like, the chorus is the girl and the verses are the guy. And it's actually sad when you think about it. But I'll put subtitles on the song so everyone can know like what it's about.
Nice. Be sad too and read the lyrics.
Yeah. But in terms of musical projects, I mean, I don't know. That's not up to me, but like I would totally be open to any musical projects. Dude, when I went to go see Talay at the Boyfriend's concert, I was like, I want to do that. Yeah. So like, if I had an opportunity, I would totally do it. But in terms of anything on the table at the moment, nothing apart from me just playing piano and singing at home. Yeah.
So people just need to go out there and bug whoever makes the decisions. So you'll get the offers. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly.
What's the best game that you've played so far this year?
This year, probably Resident Evil 8. That was crazy. Yes. Because, like, the story was really good and the gameplay... Like, I don't like scary games, first of all. Like, horror games. I love horror movies. I don't like horror games because they're too scary. But it was the perfect blend of horror and action for me. Because I don't really like disgusting stuff. But it was kind of like... How do you explain it? Like, Baroque kind of horror. So there was, like, a vampire, a werewolf... And like that kind of...
Is that the game with the really tall lady? I've seen some memes about it.
That's the one.
Yeah. Okay. I tried watching your stream, but I am like a really bad scaredy cat with stuff like that. So I kept to like the Pokemon Snap and those.
Yeah. No, but
I loved watching you do the fit ring stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny about that is because, that was really fun, to be honest. Like, I really enjoyed doing the ring fit trainer thing on stream, but I just had to make that a sometimes thing just because, like, I don't know.
And I love the comments from everyone, like, put up your sleeves. And
oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just doing it, and I'm just like, awesome. No, it was entertaining.
Yeah, I'll probably pull that out maybe like once a month or something.
If you could give your character Ram some advice, what would you say to him?
Does he have any issues? Does he need advice? I feel like he's...
Learn to communicate, maybe?
Yeah, but I feel like, especially towards the end, he's like the more honest one out of RamKing. Like he's more he's not like. But I mean, okay, actually, this is interesting because when My Engineer was written, it's quite an old book in terms of like BL books. Like it came out years ago, like probably 5 or 6 years ago, and there are a lot of tropes that have kind of run their course since then, especially the kind of what are these feelings tropes. No, but but those are valid. Those are perfectly valid. Like especially if someone who's like never had those feelings towards a guy. I don't know. I mean, I'm not speaking from experience because I haven't had them, but like I can imagine that like having those conflicting feelings would be like be a tough thing to deal with. But wait, where was I going?
It's a very common trope. It is.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it's a common trope in BL. So but I feel like Ram doesn't have that at all.
Yeah.
He's just like, I like King now. And then he's like super worried about him all the time. He's like being like suddenly he like turns from this like bad boy to like being like kind of cute and he's like staring at him all the time and stuff. So I feel like Ram's not a bad communicator when he has something he wants to communicate. It's just that for the first half of the story, he just like doesn't have anything that he wants to say to anybody. And then Yeah,
I'm just really curious at how they're going to adapt the rest of the novel because Ram has some serious issues in the novel. I mean, it's bad. Like, I don't want to
Like,
spoil it to anyone. I just hope they don't use that story.
Nancy's already talked about it like briefly and said that they're going to change a bunch of stuff just because like it doesn't. A lot of stuff she said. Well, I haven't read it.
Yeah.
Oops, but like she said that a lot of stuff doesn't make sense narratively.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll probably change a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. What I said when I read it, I said that, like, this doesn't feel like Ram anymore. Like, it feels like he had, like, this total switch of character. When he's jealous, he stands behind King and just makes, like, clicking sounds with his mouth.
What?
Like, that happens throughout the whole novel. Like, he's just making, like, clicking sounds to show that he's just jealous and mad.
Have you guys seen Hereditary? That movie.
Yes.
You know that you know the sound the little girl makes, those like clicking sounds, like
Yeah.
how funny would it be if Rob was just like standing hiking, like making those noises?
Oh my god, he's possessed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, he does a lot of things that I just don't see the character doing as they portrayed him in the TV series. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I'm sure there'll be continuity. But like in terms of advice I would give him, I just feel like, I brought it up in the RamKing video, but I just feel like he doesn't have to be fake, but just be a little bit more courteous. Like if someone comes to talk to you, like don't literally ignore them and say nothing. That's actually like really rude. Like, even if you don't have any interest in them or you don't like them, you could at least just be like, sorry, I'm busy. Like, just say something, man. Like, don't like. Actually, that's actually a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't like when people just flat out ignore people's existence.
Yeah.
My brother does it to me all the time. Like, I'll ask him a question.
My sister does the same thing. Oh my god.
It's like I'm asking him like, "What's wrong?" It looks like something's wrong. I'm like, "Oh, dude, what's wrong?" He will just not say anything.
Yeah,
like, how
my boyfriend does that too.
You mean when you ask him, or when he asks?
When I see that my boyfriend, there's something wrong. I know him well enough to know that something is wrong, and then I ask him, and he's just like, no.
No, but it's worse than saying no. It's like they don't say anything. It's like, how can you? It's like, dude, I'm speaking to you. Like the least you can do is like say something to me and
acknowledge
he'll just, like,
it.
Yeah, but he'll never. Yeah, anyway, that's just like some
siblings.
Yeah.
My sister's in Denmark, so I never see her anymore.
Well, yeah, like my sister, she lives back in Philly, and I'm out in Pittsburgh now, and like so we really just like text all the time. But like she's the type of person who like I will send her like, you know, we send each other like memes and like shit posts and TikToks and stuff. She will ignore me for literally like a week straight and then just come back like nothing happened. And she's like, oh, have you seen this? And I'm just like, hello.
I know what's happening.
Hello. I haven't
oh my gosh, the thing where they pour the water on that girl's face, she's like, hello.
Hello.
Oh god, I feel like I could be that person who just ignored people for a week. I'm so bad at answering.
We've all done it though. I feel like we've all done it. Like where you get a message and like you might have like read it and then like thought about something that comes up and you just forget. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. I do that all the time. I tried to be better, but yeah, I'm the most forgetful. Like the people who work under me, they know that they need to just bug me all the time because I will forget it. Last question. What's the hardest part about being a BL actor or an actor in general?
I don't feel like there's anything hard about it. I mean, if you're going to talk in terms of being BL actor, like to be honest, I don't know because I've only. But the thing is, like, what's the difference? I mean, I guess I am a BL actor because I've only been in BL things. But I guess like I'm not 100% sure. But I think this is not a hard thing, by the way. But I just think that the fan and actor dynamic the relationship is really different in BLs compared to other countries or other genres because.
Yeah, I think we all understand what you mean.
It's not just the shipping though. It's just like there's like a closeness that I feel like you don't really
different
have.
Type of fan culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different type of fan, but I enjoy it. Because I've only had positive experiences, but
yeah, I was going to say, like, I feel like your fans are like obviously we see a lot of like fan cultures on Twitter and stuff, and a lot of them are really aggressive.
Nasty.
But your fans and Talei's fans, and they're really, I haven't seen anyone being like super aggressive or mad, or like if it was another couple that came out like having the whole threesome in Why Destiny. It's not a threesome, but you know what I mean. It might have become like this toxic thing because they expect you and Talay to like be the couple forever. But I feel like your fans don't really put pressure on that. They just like want to see you guys have fun on screen and just love seeing you act, no matter who you're with. So I think it's really interesting because the whole dynamic between you guys and the fans compared to a lot of the other BL actors is completely different.
I don't know exactly why that is, but I think one thing that kind of helps with that is like, I mean, like Talay is like quite pretty popular, but in terms of like my popularity, like not to like speak down about myself, but I'm like a little bit like the next rung down. So I think having a smaller focused fan base makes it easier to kind of develop a dynamic. And then when people feel like they don't fit it, like they kind of like don't join, do you know what I mean? Like, but if you become famous and you just like overnight, like for example, like Bright or whatever, like just blowing up from however many followers he had to like millions, then it's so many different types of people coming together at once. So you have like a clash of like different personalities and things like that. But also one thing that me and Talay, like we've never really gone out of our way to be like fan servicey, because like we are like legit friends. Like that's someone I would call bro, like legit. Like I would call like someone in my bro. We're like really good friends. So fans have kind of like come to not expect anything. Like obviously, like we have like our moments and stuff, but they're not like pre-planned or anything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just real. It's not like the whole cultural fan service thing that's very common. Not forced. So yeah, it does feel natural. Like, I think I think like we need those kind of dynamics in the community, because there's been too much focus on like the negative stuff going on Twitter and stuff, and it gives like a bad reputation to the fandoms when you have a small group of people like going crazy. So it's nice to kind of say like, look at these guys, like this isn't happening there. So it's not the norm, right? Not every fan is like a toxic, horrible person.
I don't really know any of the drama that goes on, to be honest. Like it just doesn't pop up on my radar, but I'm really sorry. Is it Kayla?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to like check up Kayla's videos to like get all the latest gossip. I really don't have any idea like what's going on. Like,
you know what you should watch?
Okay, give me. Yeah, tell me.
You should watch Lovely Writer. If you want to know all the dirty stuff.
Oh, right, because it's like, dude, I can't believe that got made in Thailand, because like,
right?
Because in general, no, I'm not saying all, like there are a lot of like modern filmmakers that make series, like they make series for like Nadal or GH or Netflix, who make kind of more, like, to put it mildly, things where you have to think. Like they make the viewers think more.
Yeah.
So I was so surprised when I heard about that series. I can't remember who told me about it. And they were saying how it's like a what's it called? Like not a parody. It's like self-aware of like the industry. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that sounded really interesting.
Yeah, like they put a lot of stuff that we know or was rumored to have happened in it. So you kind of, you know, when you see it, like this really happened. Like, you know, you saw Kayla's episode on you and Art. You know, when Art was online, did the live and crying and stuff, they put that in there. Not him,
No
like
way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe they did that.
Yeah. So everyone, like, obviously they're not saying that character in Lovely Writer is Art, but
you connected with that.
Yeah, you connected it very clearly. And like they put some really like in the beginning, they had like this casting and they were talking about like they couldn't cast this character because he was too gay. They needed someone who was just gay enough. And it's, it's really normal in the industry. So I was kind of floored that they called that one out. But it's very clear. Like, you should do a reaction to those because they allow it and it would be really funny to watch.
That is something that I would definitely consider. Because it's hard to find series there where they let you actually do reactions nowadays.
When you were playing the, what's it called? The Little Nightmare?
A Little Nightmares.
A Little Nightmares? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was, like, I'm a scaredy cat. And, like, I was watching it because it was eerily aesthetic. Mm-hmm. Did you finish it? I can't remember.
Yeah, I finished number 1 and then number 2 came out sometime this year, I think it was. So I finished playing number 2 as well. It was awesome.
Yeah. How can you play games that like are so scary?
No. Little Nightmares isn't scary. That's not a scary game. Like
yes,
it's like a little
bit.
No, it has a few creepy levels, but it's not like scary. No, Resident Evil, that was legit scary. When I was playing the dollhouse level, like I literally if I didn't have some angel just helping me in the chat telling me what to do, I might have just stopped playing because I wasn't okay anymore. Like it was just too scary. And I just tried to get through it as fast as possible and continue with the game.
And the one was that the one with the like the little baby thing?
The big baby was. It wasn't little, it was massive.
Yeah. It was like a baby monster. I don't know. It was really weird.
It's kind of like in the game, there's like different kind of like level designs. So the second part is the dollhouse and they take all your weapons away. So you're kind of like in a like a maze of a house. And then there's one part where you're kind of being hunted down by this big baby monstrosity, like in the dark.
It's like a slug baby or something.
Yeah, it was like a massive slug baby.
That's gross.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember thinking while watching one of your streams that I was really like jealous that you have people in the chat telling you what to do because I was thinking like if this was me, I would quit. I would quit because I would have no idea what to do.
But that dollhouse is what I hate about horror games. I prefer like more action that can be like scary and like jump scares, but like actual terrifying stuff I'm really bad at. Which is weird because I love horror movies like a lot. Like I just sit down in the dark and watch them by myself. But
oh, you know what you should play?
Immersive. What?
That game with like you need to have 2 players with the 2 adults who become dolls and have to go through the house with the book. What's it called?
It Takes Two?
Yes.
That one's been recommended to me.
Yeah.
I don't have a gaming computer. I play my games on Switch and PS4.
Perth.
and I stream on my MacBook. Yeah, but but that might change in the
now
future.
it's time to like invest into a computer so you can play.
Yeah, well, one of my goals at the moment is to upgrade the stream because like there's been like a really awesome supportive community and I'd say like close to 40% of the streams experience severe lag and audio issues. So yeah, hopefully sometime it should be fixed like pretty soon.
Yeah, I have never experienced it, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pixie's got high.
You haven't watched it. You haven't watched enough streams. Like one of the kind of like recurring jokes is like, well, it's not even a joke. It's just I always have technical difficulties.
Yeah, I remember the stream cutting out once completely.
Oh, that's not a very rare occurrence nowadays. No. Stream cutting out happens not that often, but sometimes I have to shut it down just because there's too many issues and then I have to restart it.
Oh, by the way, now I'm going to put you on the spot. When are we going to see you opening our boxes?
Okay. Now listen to me.
Perth?
I have the footage. The footage exists on my memory card. It's just after I shot it, I mean, like, I can make it available for you guys to watch, right? but I can't really put it out on YouTube because me holding and talking about brands, the thing is, it's not an issue for me, but sometimes like brands and like stuff can be really sensitive. Like they just don't want you to be associated with like other brands and stuff. That being said, obviously all the stuff from Norway was like you're not gonna be able to buy it. But, yeah. So the footage exists. I might get around to editing it someday and making it like a members only video or something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
should put it on the Discord or something like that.
I am really curious to see it.
Me too.
All I know is that I killed you with those Dorito thingy things.
Oh my god. They were okay. They were like I didn't know. I'd never seen those before because the image I had in my head of those were like more like Cheetos, like those kind of like puffed corn things, as opposed to being like crunchy. So I never seen them before, right? Dude, I opened the bag, and my first thought was like, "Whoa, these are red, like really, really red. Like this doesn't look like food. Like this is like food red." And so anyway. Yeah, they were damn spicy. And the thing is, you eat the first one and you're like, oh, this is nice. Like, I just want to clarify, they were delicious. But you eat the first one and you're like, this is nice. And you eat them at the pace of like regular chips or whatever. And like out of nowhere, the spiciness just builds up and they are damn hot, like really, really hot.
Did you try the cup noodles I sent, like the Thai one? That was supposed to be spicy.
Yeah, those were super duper hot as well. Those are really, really hot. Oh, you know what's funny? Yeah, I shared those with my brother, and he was fine. But yeah, those were super spicy.
Yeah.
Alexa sent me mac and cheese. That was the first time I ever had mac and cheese in my life.
Yeah.
I never had mac and cheese before.
Yes.
That was
now
crazy.
I feel bad because like that. Well, okay. So mac and cheese is like Black cultural food. So like we eat like really good like homemade mac and cheese all the time. So like the fact that your first experience was like mac and cheese makes me really
like
sad
craft.
now.
Yeah.
But
I
like you have to send him some.
Yeah, because I told her to send me some because I love those.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they're delicious though, but I'm sure like homemade would taste better. I really want to try soul food if I get a chance to go to America. It looks so unhealthy, but so delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched the
Yeah, no,
episode
it
of,
would
like,
be really fun to watch you try the food.
Yeah, it would be really, really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It would be really fun to make vlogs like overseas. That would be really, really fun. And, like trying like cultural foods and stuff.
Yeah.
One day if we can ever travel again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one day. Oh, but I get.
Well, you have
first
connections in
vaccine
different countries now, so.
Oh, you're getting your vaccine. That's exciting.
Yeah, I get my first shot on the 29th of this month. Yeah.
Nice. They've only gotten to people around 50 now, so I still have a little time to go. I'm thinking I'll probably get vaccines in like August or something, but we don't have like a big problem with like spread of the virus. We work normally. We wear masks if we go into a shopping mall. Not everyone does that even, and there's barely anyone sick. So
yeah, that's good.
Must be nice.
Yeah, culturally, we're just used to distancing.
Like, stay away from me, period.
Yeah, basically. So it hasn't been too bad, but yeah. But I think like in the cities, the bigger cities, because my city isn't that big, in the bigger ones, they have a real issue. But people are really against wearing masks because they are afraid that it makes them look sick.
Interesting.
Okay.
So they will rather not wear masks to appear like they're sick than like just they'll go around spreading the germs when they don't know. Yeah, it's like fucked up logics.
I mean,
but that's like a self-fulfilling prophecy because you don't wear it because you don't want to look sick, and then by not wearing it, you get sick, and then you have to wear it.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, like I can understand to an extent because like here, and I'm assuming there, like before this, like in a lot of Asian countries, like they just wear masks in general, like if they are sick or if like the dust is really bad and stuff like that. But like that's not a common thing here. So like the assumption was like if you're wearing a mask, like you were either like vulnerable to sickness or like you were sick or like in hospitals and stuff like that. But now it's like if you're not wearing a mask, then you are the bad person.
Yeah. Luckily, we haven't had like any like major idiots who go around like saying that they can't wear a mask because God gave them a face and they can't cover it up.
Must be nice because those are the people we have here.
Yeah, believe me, we've heard the stories.
How dare you infringe on my freedoms to not
Oh my gosh. Like, this is like something I could talk about like forever. Like all these, oh my gosh. It's like the things people come up with just to like avoid the inconvenience of wearing a mask.
It's so
like,
insane to me.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Like you realize that like these are adults. Like you realize people don't really grow up.
Yeah, right?
What they have to say. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, I like we hear a lot of stories from America, to say the least there.
It's been a rough year and a half here.
Sorry, it's not funny, but like I've been like probably following American politics more than Thai or even Australian politics. And it's been rough for like us bystanders as well.
Yeah. I think like our like main newspaper like across the country has had more news about America than anything else for like the last year.
Yeah, it was crazy. But, like, yeah. Did you guys see the latest vlog I posted on my YouTube channel like the other day? Where like it's so funny because like I talked about like my previous hobbies of like Warhammer and building other things and stuff like that. And like I'm just so sucked into these like plastic models now. Like I just got the one and then now I've got like that one in the vlog. It's still unfinished. I got 2 more. One I'm building on stream today and then I got another one coming in the mail. So yeah, that's my life.
Start a collection.
Yeah, it's hard when you start collections to stop.
No, I don't want to, but it's like, it's just like, actually, to be honest, I like the building process the most. Like, it's just fun, like cutting them out and sitting down and putting them together. But like, finding a place to put them isn't the hardest thing, but it's like dust collects on them. And then it's like, if you ever move, which obviously I will be moving at some point, then it's like, how do I transport them without them like falling apart? It's really
right. Oh, I've got a question when you said that. Like, you live with your parents and brother. How long is it
my
often?
Mom
like
and my dad.
Yeah.
So.
How like in Norway, we move out when we're usually around 20. 19, 20, you move out from home. And that's like your parents are practically tossing you out at 20. Like, get out, leave us alone. How, like in Thai culture, how long do you stay with your parents?
So what you're saying is you guys are normal in Norway. No. Like, so in Australia, I know you just asked me Thailand, but like in Australia, I feel like unless you have to like commute somewhere far away, people don't usually move out until like their mid-20s, like 23, 24. Wow. Usually like after they graduate uni, they'll move out. Some people move out earlier than that, but they'll live in like share houses with friends. But in Thailand, it's actually not uncommon to live at home for a really long time. Like I have like a lot of my friends from uni, a lot of them moved out, but I think that's also a convenience thing because they want to live closer to their workplace.
Right.
And they're all like, you know, like 23, 24, 25. So it's not uncommon to move out at that age, but it's also not uncommon at all for people like I live at home with my parents and Tale does and Yun does. Like actually most of us live at home. Not many of us live by ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me personally, it's more of just like a financial thing. Like I just feel like it's worth
I get that.
Yeah, same.
moving out if I'm just gonna like end up with less money at the end of the day just to be alone. Just to have like my own privacy. Sorry, not be alone. Oh my god, Mom, leave me alone. No, but like, and also I have like a good like relationship like with my family. Like I like hanging out with them, and also like I spend a lot of time by myself in the house anyway.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like we have
same.
enough space where it's like we have our own alone time.
Yeah. I think what motivates people to move out early in Norway is like there's really this like heavy party culture. And when you're in your 20s, you go out a lot and you bring with you people home, and you don't want to bring them home to your parents in the middle of the night. So you kind of need your own place, or else it will, be awkward.
Oh, that's interesting. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So Norwegians
more
are like
relaxed.
they don't date a lot. Like, I don't think I've ever been on a date. Like, you just start dating. I don't know how to explain it.
Start in a relationship.
Yeah, like you meet someone and you just hang out a couple of times, not on a date, like, but just hang out and.
Yeah,
No, you can't call it a date.
You want to know something interesting? So, dating culture in Australia and dating culture in Japan is really different. But in Australia, this is how I went about it back in the day. So, meet someone you like, and then you would say to them, hey, you want to go on a date sometime? So, this is pre-official boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right? So then, like, if that date finishes, say, hey, let's go on another date. So, like, if I'm talking to my friend about it, be like, oh, I'm going on a date this weekend. I'm calling them dates, right? And then once you're, like, officially girlfriend and boyfriend, which is a really weird step to get across because in Western culture, there's, like, it's so weird to be like, so, like, you don't say, will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
You just,
awkward.
like, drag it out until you be like, so, like, what are we?
Yeah.
Exactly. And then once you've established that, like, you're like, so are we like exclusive? No, sorry, but like, so after you've gotten past that, anytime you hang out with your significant other, it's just hanging out. It's not a date anymore.
Yeah.
To me, right? But in Japan, like, it's kind of like what Pixie was saying. You don't call them dates. Like, you're just hanging out.
Yeah.
But in Japan, they have like a line. There are variations of the line. It's not just one line. But you're not girlfriend and boyfriend until either the guy or the girl literally ask them, will you be my girlfriend or will you be my boyfriend? If they haven't said that, it's just like you're not girlfriend and boyfriend in most cases. Then after your girlfriend and boyfriend, anytime you hang out, that's called a date now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so those are dates. So a date is when you hang out with your boyfriend and girlfriend, but in like Australia and I guess other Western countries, dates is like the getting to know each other.
Right.
Getting to know you. Sorry.
Yeah. I just like feel like no.
You don't know it? Getting to know all about you. No?
No.
I know it, but I don't I wouldn't be able to tell you what the title of the song is.
Oh no,
but
me neither. That's all I know.
Yeah, I feel like you would call it dating maybe, but like it's too casual to be called like, because when you say date, I think like, okay, movies, dinner, whatever. And it's never that.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah. It's
if you're literally just hanging out at home, then you wouldn't call it a date.
Yeah, right? And that's what happened. Like in my 20s, like whenever I hung out with a guy that sort of became my boyfriend, it was just so casual. So like we were just hanging out.
It's okay. I know what you're saying. You don't want to be tied down by anyone.
Yeah, you're right.
Boyfriend, don't listen to this.
Yeah, well, he's the one who doesn't want to get married, so.
Ooh,
hashtag.
hashtag.
Yeah. Go crush him.
I can't think of a good one. Yeah. Oh. You should pressure him. Nah, I'm just joking. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
I think that's literally the worst advice I've ever given in my whole life. Someone goes, he doesn't want to get married yet. You should just go ahead and pressure him. Nah, that's awful advice. Never do that.
Yeah, people have told me, like, why don't you just propose to him? And I'm just like, no, I know him. He would say no. Why would I set myself up like that? No, but he just doesn't believe in marriage. So, but I really want to do it. So we're probably going to get to it sometime because I want to. But right now, like
that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, I know exactly like what you're talking about. If he doesn't believe in it, like if he doesn't care, if he doesn't think it's necessary, then from your perspective, you're just like, then why don't we just do it if it's so like not important?
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, right.
Then, dude, I know this conversation. This is hilarious. Not for you. Not for you, though, because obviously, yeah, you'd like to get
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's going to be it for today. Of course, we will put all of Perth's social media and his YouTube channel and everything down in the description. And if you're watching this live, make sure to tune in to Why Destiny in a couple hours, because that will be premiering on YouTube as well. And of course, Thank you, Perth, for joining us again. And we will talk to you hopefully again in the future.
No worries, guys. Thanks for having me. It was really, really fun.
All right. Well, then we will see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.